Cuba does not need more walls. It needs bridges. For generations, our island has been defined by the water that surrounds it, a beautiful, shimmering barrier that separates families, dreams, and futures. The pain of this separation runs deep in our collective soul. It is the ache of the son in Miami who cannot hug his mother in Havana. It is the silence of the granddaughter in Madrid who only knows her grandfather's voice through a crackling phone line. Inside the island, the hunger is not just for food, but for opportunity, for a future that feels open and full of possibility. Outside, the nostalgia is a constant companion, a bittersweet memory of a home that feels both near and impossibly far. The sea between us has become a wall of saltwater tears, a symbol of everything we have lost. We are a nation scattered by the winds of history, yet our hearts remain connected by invisible threads. These threads are woven from shared memories of Malecon sunsets, the scent of coffee in the morning, and the rhythm of a forgotten bolero. They connect the young artist in Trinidad, struggling to find paint for her canvas, with the successful engineer in New York, who still dreams in the cadence of Cuban Spanish. We have lived with a profound spiritual emptiness, a void created by broken promises and stifled potential. The beautiful landscapes of our homeland often stand in stark contrast to the quiet desperation in the eyes of its people, a landscape of abandoned buildings and deferred dreams. This deep-seated sorrow is the wound we all carry, a shared inheritance of longing and resilience. But a new dawn is breaking over the island, painting the sky in shades of purple. It begins with the simple, powerful image of hands reaching for each other across the divide. It is the wisdom in the eyes of our elders, who have seen so much and still dare to hope, meeting the bright, curious gaze of our children, who deserve a world of infinite possibility. It is the flicker of a flame in the center of a community circle, a fire warming the faces of people who have decided to stop waiting and start building. This is the beginning of something new, a movement born not from politics or ideology, but from a fundamental human need to connect, to heal, and to create. It is a quiet revolution of the heart. The bridges we are building are not made of steel or concrete. They are forged from shared knowledge, from collective action, and from a renewed sense of purpose. Imagine circles of learning, where books are open and minds are free to question and explore. Imagine communities gathering not just to survive, but to thrive, sharing resources, skills, and support. This is the essence of the Renaissance we are calling forth, a return to our roots, to the power of community, and to the unshakable belief that we, the Cuban people, are the architects of our own destiny. The sea will no longer be a barrier. It will be the open water that connects us all, a vast and welcoming expanse for our returning hopes to sail upon. The Purple Expansión Ananda Iré is more than a project. It is the beginning of a new civilizational movement. It is a conscious choice to turn away from the narratives of division and decay that have held us captive for so long. We are not just repairing a broken system, we are planting the seeds of an entirely new way of life, one that is rooted in education, community, and the mindful use of technology. This movement recognizes that the most profound change begins within. It starts in small circles, in classrooms under mango trees, in shared moments of meditation that quiet the noise of the past and open a space for a new vision to emerge. It honors our heritage, from the sacred rhythms of Afro-Cuban rituals to the intellectual fire of our greatest thinkers. Our beautiful island, a paradise of vibrant colors and resilient spirit, has suffered for too long. The stunning colonial architecture crumbles under the weight of neglect. The fertile fields lie fallow, not for lack of willing hands, but for lack of resources and freedom. The greatest poverty is not the absence of material wealth, but the poverty of spirit that comes from feeling trapped, from seeing no path forward. This is the deep-seated problem we are addressing. We look at the vibrant green of the Viñales Valley and the turquoise waters of Varadero, and we see not just beauty, but a promise of what could be, a reflection of the immense potential that lies dormant within our people, waiting to be awakened and nurtured. The Purple Expansion seeks to bridge this gap between potential and reality. It is a holistic approach to healing our nation, one person, one family, one community at a time. We are creating spaces for deep learning through Hypermind, our educational platform, where Cubans everywhere can access knowledge and skills for the modern world. We are fostering connection through El Palenque, our community network, where people can gather, share, and support one another. We are weaving ancient wisdom with modern tools, using technology not to isolate, but to unite. We believe that by nourishing the mind and the spirit, we can empower individuals to transform their own lives, and in doing so, transform the future of the Cubans, both inside and outside Cuba. This is a renaissance of consciousness. It is about remembering who we are, a people of immense creativity, strength, and heart. It is about reclaiming our agency. The rituals, the classes, the community gatherings, they are all part of a larger ceremony of reconnection. Reconnection with ourselves, with each other, and with the land that is our mother. The purple color of our movement symbolizes this fusion of spirit and intellect, of passion and wisdom. It is the color of transformation, the hue of twilight and dawn, representing the end of a long night and the promise of a brilliant new day that we are creating together, hand in hand. To build this new Cuba, we have designed an ecosystem of interconnected tools, each serving a vital purpose. These are the pillars of the Antrion ecosystem, the foundation upon which our future rests. It begins with the Expansión Púrpura NGO and DAO, the heart of the movement, which organizes and coordinates our efforts on the ground, ensuring that our vision translates into tangible action. Next is Hypermind, our revolutionary educational platform, offering courses from basic literacy to advanced technology, accessible to everyone, everywhere. It is the key that will unlock the genius of our people. The Cuban Trust Fund provides the financial backbone, a transparent and secure vehicle to channel resources from the diaspora and global supporters directly to projects that empower communities on the island. To ensure transparency and trust, we have built the blockchain Beatty. This decentralized and sovereign ledger is our public record of truth, tracking funds, credentials, and governance decisions so that everyone can see how the system works. It is the antidote to corruption and secrecy. Within this ecosystem, El Palenque serves as our digital and physical community hub, a modern-day sanctuary where people connect, collaborate, and organize. And to generate sustainable funding, we have the Antrion Lottery, a voluntary and entertaining way for people to contribute to the trust fund while having a chance to win. Our commitment to justice is embodied by the CIDH, Centro Internacional de Desarrollo Humano, an autonomous body within our ecosystem dedicated to develop educational projects to empower individuals, families, and communities. At the core of our economic model are three new currencies, each with a special purpose. The Hatuey coin is our stablecoin, pegged to real-world assets to provide stability and a reliable store of value for daily transactions. The Taina coin is our governance token. Holding it gives you a voice and a vote in the decisions that shape our community. It is the currency of democracy. Finally, the Anacayona coin is our utility token, used to access services within the ecosystem, from taking a course on Hypermind to participating in community projects. Together, these three currencies create a vibrant, self-sustaining circular economy designed to benefit the many, not the few. This entire structure is designed for resilience and decentralization. It is not a top-down pyramid of power. Instead, it is a network, a web of interconnected nodes where power is distributed. Each pillar supports the others, creating a system that is strong, transparent, and adaptable. This is how we move beyond the old models of control and dependency. We are not just asking for change, we are building the tools to make it happen ourselves. This is the practical, tangible architecture of our dream. A blueprint for a sovereign and prosperous Cuba, built by Cubans for Cubans. Our model of governance is a radical departure from the past. It is built on the principle of active participation and collective wisdom. Decisions are not handed down from above. They are grown from below, in our community assemblies and circles of wisdom. Every person who holds a Hatuey governance token has a real say in our direction. We believe that the best ideas come from the collective, from the open and respectful exchange of different perspectives. This is a living democracy, one that evolves with the needs and aspirations of its people. We are learning to govern ourselves, to trust each other, and to take collective responsibility for our shared future. The power truly belongs to the community. Our roadmap for 2025 to 2027 is clear and ambitious. This year, 2025, is the year of planting seeds. We are focusing on establishing the first community learning hubs in key provinces. rolling out foundational courses on Hypermind, and strengthening the flow of resources through the trust fund. The focus is on building a solid base and proving the model. By 2026, we will enter a phase of accelerated growth. We envision Hypermind expanding its curriculum to include specialized vocational training and university-level courses, while El Palenque hubs will spread across the entire island and begin to connect with diaspora communities abroad. Our digital economy will become more robust, facilitating new micro-enterprises and creative projects. By 2027, we imagine a Cuba that is visibly transformed. The silence of despair will be replaced by the buzz of creation. Young people will see a future on the island, not just beyond it. Small businesses will flourish, powered by our community-driven economy. Our cultural life will experience a new golden age, as artists and creators find the support and freedom to express themselves. The bridges we have built will be strong, with a constant flow of knowledge, resources, and affection between the island and the diaspora. Life will be better, not because of a political decree, but because ordinary people have been empowered to improve their own lives and the lives of those around them. This is a call to action. To the Cuban diaspora scattered across the globe, we say, your people needs you. Not just your remittances, but your knowledge, your skills, your love, and your hope. To everyone who believes in the power of education and community to heal a nation, we say, join us. This is not just a Cuban dream, it is a human dream. It is the dream of freedom, dignity, and self-determination. The time for waiting is over. The time for asking for permission has passed. Let us build the future we want together with our own hands.